Oh. Welcome, my sneaking, thieving sasans. I am Magnus Beasticus, and in this video I'll be doing a rant view for Thief. Know that the gameplay featured in this rant view is not a good visual representation of Thief. While recording the gameplay for Thief, the frame rate got so terrible that I had to lower it to very low settings. The verdict! Everything you need to know about this game is in the title. If you're the kind of person in a play how you want game who always takes the stealth approach, you have to play this game. This game was made for you. I'm the same way. If you're familiar with Thief games, Thief is a perfect envisionment of what a next generation Thief game would be. That may seem obvious, but there are a lot of rooms for mistakes and deviating. Especially given the time in between this Thief game and the one before it. Eidos Montreal executed Thief brilliantly. However, if you are not a natural video game stealthist, this game, in all likelihood, is not for you. Thief will test your wit, skill, and patience. Story. Garrett is the name and thieving is the game. Well, actually, thieving is no joke or game to Garrett. Being a thief is who he is to his core. Unfazed by politics and the gloom, which is a plague affecting the city, all Garrett cares about is your valuables. However, the chase for some valuables draws Garrett into the thick of things and makes him a primary character in the fate of the city. The fate of this dystopian, steampunky, used and abused city. The story does enough to hold your attention through the main plot-driven scenarios. Gameplay. First and foremost, you are a thief. This game from the start trains you to be a kleptomaniac. The goal? Always obtain the prize. You pick locks, pick pockets, open drawers, cabinets, and search all of those nooks and crannies. Every skill and tool that you acquire contributes to you being a better thief. Garrett's weapon of choice is a bow with multi-purpose arrows, though tool may be a better word depending on your playstyle. Water arrows extinguish flames. Rope arrows allow you to access higher places. Blunt arrows break far-off mechanisms. Choke arrows incapacitate people or animals. Regular arrows kill people. And explosive arrows kill a lot of people. For completionists, this game may drive you insane by how dynamic the level design is. Thief emphasizes stealing everything in the level. So if there are 4 paths to take in this one level, it's your job to steal everything for every path. There's no, take this path to the objective and you're good. That's the path that you wanted to take, so you took it. It's more like take that path first, steal everything, go around, take the other path, steal everything, go back, take another path, steal everything. You pretty much want to cover as much ground as possible. Leave no stone unturned, as it were. In Thief, you cannot just jump whenever you want to. You can only jump when close to ledges or climbable objects. Which makes sense to me because usually people don't just jump for no reason. We humans do not jump onto higher places when we want to be quiet. We climb. The effect of this gameplay decision is that you're more drawn into the character that you play. You feel the weight of Garrett's movement, and every movement has a purpose. Accompanying Garrett's move list is the ability to silently dash, or swoop, as it were. This helps you to quickly maneuver the shadows and avoid those hostile eyes. Seeing Garrett's hands operate to your will draws you in even more. The layout of the city is odd. Quite odd, in fact. It comes off as random. The different districts and how you transition to them seems a bit off. Kind of arbitrary, in fact. But when you become more and more familiar with the lay of the land, you feel right at home. Using the rooftops and secret paths to your advantage to own the night. The city called The City has many secrets. And Garrett has many tools called, well, tools to help him bypass these pesky secrets. The city is laden with traps, secret paths, hidden switches, and above all, other people's valuables. Some of the puzzles may stump you, but Garrett is on top of his game with his ability to focus. Focus equates to pointing out everything that you can interact with, making most puzzles kind of a breeze. Focus can also be used to more efficiently beat down guards if you're caught. Some puzzle solutions will require acute attention to the environment and your surroundings. You may overhear some disgusting citizens talking about the location of a dropped necklace, or maybe you'll spot out 3 numbers amongst a lot of letters in a letter. Safe combo, maybe? The few boss scenarios in Thief play to Garrett's abilities, and never sacrifice what makes Thief Thief by making it more dramatic. What the difficulty? Thief executes the difficulty setting the way it should be done. The higher the difficulty, the harder it is to manipulate the AI, and the easier you are to spot. Resources are more scarce and will cost more. Disproportionately more, I would say. You can customize your difficulty as well as turn off certain aspects of the game. Think that focus makes the game too easy? Away with it! Ramping up the difficulty forces you to play with what I call true stealth. These are all hypotheticals. If you knock somebody out, they can be potential witnesses later on. Killing somebody would put a lot of heat on you and make the situation way more drastic than it has to be. You're not a punk and you're not some murderer. You're a thief. Pilfering all of somebody's valuables, yet leaving no trace that anyone was ever there, is extremely rewarding. Here are just a few of my gameplay suggestions. If you want to wade your way through Thief, finding all the solutions on your own, then you may wish to skip ahead. Buy every available tool before you have your way with the city. Trust me, the more tools you have, the more accessible everything is. Use your club to hit nearby walls to get the attention of guards. Throw a lot of bottles to knock out guards. It also took me a little while to find out that hiding in cabinets also act as checkpoints. Visuals and the audio. Thief is a beautiful game, which is an odd concept considering if you were to ever actually visit this city, you would most likely throw up and die. I was playing on normal settings on my PC, and the visuals in some areas still blew me away. The way the smoke flows across the ground, or hangs in the air, the moonlight peering through the cracks and the windows. Thief is a finely executed game in all of its entirety. The sound cues are executed to near perfection, getting the guards' attention, entering a conflict, concluding a mission, and finding secret areas. The exception being when I enter a secret room that I've already been before, I'm still notified by a very loud sound cue. This happens without fail, kind of confusing. The visuals and audio are to blame for providing this world with such heavy atmosphere, tension, and mystery. I think it's just about time for the rant, don't you? First of all, I like Thief. I love the look of Thief. I love the sound of Thief. And I love the feel of Thief. Nevertheless, I do not like where I am in Thief. I have no idea why I would ever care about this run-down, rickety, oppressed, diseased, rat-infested cesspool of degradation. The first rule of making a video game. Location, location, location. Okay, that may not be the first rule, but I have heard it somewhere. Why do I even care about this city? And why am I robbing the already poor and dying people of this city? I said this in the beginning, but it deserves more attention. You are trained to be a kleptomaniac. A building can literally be burning down around you and you'll still be looking for loot. The story could be unveiling right before my eyes, but so long as I could move, I was just searching everywhere for all the loot that I could find. Treasure? Treasure? I have no idea if this just reflects Garrett's personal priorities. If it does, then there's something wrong with him. A sad and twisted thing. I want to know why there was a guy passed out in the bed in the very beginning. Because I think that just may be a clever way of saying that Garrett is a homosexual. Speaking of which, I could go on hour-long stealing sprees. There are things to steal everywhere. Where is Garrett putting all of this stuff? The list of inexcusables. I have never liked games where the world is not persistent. If I kill someone, they better stay dead and where I left them. And the items that I steal better stay items and not where I left them. Regrettably, Thief is not this way. Guards respawn and items reboot. I shot a water arrow at a torch right in front of a guard, and he blamed it on the wind. Denial, maybe? He probably just crapped himself and was feigning ignorance. Pickpocketing gives me a heart attack every single time. Why would that motion be directed so intensely? I always wonder how the guards do not feel me ripping their purse off of them. Interact and peek are the same button, so you get a lot of situations like this. As much as I like the situational jump, it really friggin' blows in some areas. My immersion is always broken when I find a vent in a video game that leads straight to the objective, which is every vent in Thief. Speaking of breaking the immersion, going from first person to third person breaks the crap out of it. For a game that does such a great job at immersing you, this gameplay decision makes little sense to me. The windows and doors that are accessible in the city seem arbitrary to me. What is the reason why I cannot check out all of the houses? And what is the reason why Garrett can only check out these certain places? At the same time, why can I only turn off certain lights? I see no reason why I shouldn't be able to just turn off this lamp or shoot out this light. Why do I have a throw body option when I carry people? Frickin' blah! Blah! I'm stealthing! Blah! Thief is supposed to be a play how you want game, but they can give you contrary mission objectives. I just want to sneak past everyone this time.
Oh yeah? Well, you get a bonus for killing everyone! How about that?
Without fail, you will always lift a log when you squeeze in tight spaces.
Always.
Citizens seem indifferent to your presence, unless you affect a guard in some way. Then they freak out. You can crouch everywhere, climb everything, and generally look shady as bush, and they won't care at all. Only very specific items are breakable, which is confusing when you have to break something that you thought was unbreakable. There is not a tangible payoff to stealing everything. Or anything, really. Yes, crime is its own reward. But the only things that you can buy with your stolen goods just make you more effective at stealing. I understand that that's Garrett's life, but you have to give the player a higher goal. What do you buy after you are fully upgraded? On the highest difficulty, the prices for rope arrows and some tools are just unbalanced. Example, 75 for a rope arrow, but the average amount that you'll make using that rope arrow is around 30. I know the gloom has killed a whole bunch of people, but the city still just seems too vacant and vanished. However, this valorous visitation of a bygone vexation stands vivified, and has vowed to vanquish the venal and villain vermin, vanguarding vice and vouchsafing the vilely vicious and Nobody keeps anything but valuables in their drawers. No socks, no undies, only treasure. Minor spoilers. Be prepared for some amnesia / outlast moments in Thief. I was not. I did not see that coming. Thank you for watching this stealth stymieing, this thief thumping, this loot liberation. Actually, I believe that I praised this game more than I ranted about it. Allow me to steal your thoughts in the comments below. They will be displayed on my wall of stolen goods that I'm so proud of. Like the video if you like a shinies, and subscribe to experience the perfect combination of fitness and gaming. What's mine is always yours, so never stop playing video games. The visuals and audio are to blame for providing this game with oh my gosh. At least I heard it this time. Come on, go save somebody already. The nerve.